Hey YouTube, I was Swanton007 here to do a pay-per-view review. Today we have the Bash 2009. I'm going to try and get straight into it. Just before I go, I'm trying to do a couple more DVD reviews. Got Allied Powers coming up, and the Best of SmackDown, and obviously continuing my pay-per-view reviews as usual. So as I scroll down here, the pay-per-view started off with a championship scramble match for the ECW Championship with Tommy Dreamer, Christian, Finlay, Jack Swagger, and Mark Henry. A very average match. Very, very average. It started off fairly well. You know, the first four superstars did a great job, and then I think Tommy Dreamer was the last one. It really slowed down after that. Really lost a lot of pace, a lot of heat on the match. So Christian never had a pin at Sun Stage, I'm pretty sure. Finlay never did. It was Jack Swagger, Mark Henry, and Tommy Dreamer that always had the championships at stages. Jack Swagger was first, Mark Henry was second, Jack Swagger was third again, and then Tommy Dreamer won it right at the end with a pin on Christian. Overall, I'm going to give the match a 2 3/4 stars because scramble matches never do that great. Next, you've got the final match in the Chris Jericho Rey Mysterio rivalry for the Intercontinental Championship, and in this case, if Jericho wins, he gets Rey Mysterio's mask. Obviously, Rey Mysterio wins. There was no chance that they were going to let Rey Mysterio lose his mask, but it was a really good match. Definitely a contender for best match of the year. Rey got a win with a 6-1-9 as usual, but picked up a nice 4 1/4 stars, and it was a really solid match. Probably one of the better matches of the year. I recommend people to watch it. Next match, no DQ match, Dolph Ziggler versus Khali. This wasn't that great. Dolph Ziggler's first pay-per-view match since coming back from being in the Spirit Squad. It was 5 minutes or something. Kane came out, interrupted, started a rivalry with Great Khali, and Dolph Ziggler got the pin on Great Khali. 1.5 stars. Then you've got the Unified Tag Team Championship match between Carlito, Primo, who were versing Cody, Rhodes, and Ted DiBiase, and then a surprise entrant of Chris Jericho and Edge. It was very frustrating, this match, because Chris Jericho and Edge barely got to do anything in it. They picked up the win near the end pretty sure Edge picked up a spear, but apart from that, it really was very lackluster, not using those two in the match when they should have been, but it was good psychology that the other two teams didn't let them in and wanted to avoid them getting in. 2.5 stars on that one. I thought this rivalry was going to be great. I was so ready for it, but then everyone knows Edge gets injured later in the week after this pay-per-view. Next match, the Women's Championship match, Melina versus McCool. 1 star on this one. Very average. Nothing special to it. They've had better matches in the past. 1 star. Next match, World Heavyweight Championship match, CM Punk versus Jeff Hardy. Beginning of their rivalry, they're just filling each other out. You know, you can sort of see their chemistry a little bit, but they didn't really have it at this stage. CM Punk got DQ'd at the end by pushing the ref or punching the ref or something, I don't know. And picking up the DQ. It was looking good up until then, and that all happened, where Jeff accidentally got him in the eye, and CM Punk faked that he did, and it was looking a good 3 3/4 until that very end bit, and it just really ruined the whole momentum of the match, and so 3 1/4 stars on that one. Then you've got John Cena versus The Miz, just a squash match. Miz does get a little bit of offense in, but nothing that special. 2 stars. And then the final match tonight, there's 3 stages of hell match for the WWE Championship. First of all was normal. I'm pretty sure Triple H got DQ'd with the chair, very similar to what happened with Sheamus and Daniel Bryan at this recent pay-per-view at Over the Limit, I think it was. Maybe Extreme Rules. Yeah, Extreme Rules. Very similar to what happened there. They had 2 out of 3 falls or whatever. And in both matches, Daniel Bryan, or in this case Triple H, gets DQ'd with the chair and then just smashes Randy Orton and then hits the pedigree, and then which was a full count anyway, so obviously they did it on the outside, and then their last fall was a stretch match. So that did most of it, and the stretch match wasn't that great. Everyone could have guessed that Legacy comes out and helps Randy Orton just as Triple H is about to win. So 2 3/4 stars on that one. Overall, I want to give the pay-per-view, have I got a score here? A 6 out of 10. So guys, I'm on Swanton 007. Comment, like, and subscribe. Check out my other videos. Thanks, guys.